So this right here is an antique, well actually I'm not exactly sure how it is, but I think it's an antique water fountain. It's made by Crane. I'll show you the stamp on the bottom here. Trenton Potter's Company. Crane Thurstend, because it'll end your thirst. And I do have the other parts for it here. They're pretty dirty. Obviously this was installed somewhere, probably for many years. And it's missing parts for here. But I'm going to clean it up, and I actually really want to install this in my basement. I think it'd be super nice to have like a working water fountain in the basement. I grew up with a water fountain at my family's house, and I used it all the time. So I think I would actually use it if it was available to me. But I'm going to scrub it down. This part I'll take out and actually use like a wire wheel and brush it, because the aluminum has gotten like kind of crusty. Or whatever this casting, maybe it's like a Zamac casting or something, I'm not sure. And then I'll show you what I'm actually thinking to do, because I'm not really thinking to reuse this spray fountain portion. I'll probably save the parts, but I don't think I'm going to reuse that. I actually bought a different, more modern style sprayer part, and I'm going to try to just use that. Then I don't have to try to rebuild this push button part. I'm sure you could probably get this somewhere, and these are the actual original Crane parts, but I just think this will be a simpler way of upgrading it. So I brushed this up with the wire wheel on the angle grinder, and it seems to be like maybe galvanized cast iron, I'm not really sure. And I'm just gonna attach it with those. It doesn't really have to hold that much weight, basically just the weight of itself. I spun the old head off, spun on the new one. You can see it's pretty nice. I'm going to reuse this existing fitting. I just backed the adjustment screw pretty much all the way open and cleaned that stem out really well, so should be fine. It cleaned up quite nicely. I think it's very pretty, very classy. Alright, so I decided I'm going to put it right here. I'm going to just crimp these. It will be a little bit of flex on the pecs right there. Get that right there, but really this could be anywhere here and be totally fine. Crimp those with the crimper here. Careful, children. And then we'll thread that boiler drain in. I just ripped these tags off right away because they're kind of annoying.
That's the pipe toe.
Yep. What's this called? What's this stuff right here that I'm putting on?
I don't know.
Oh, remember? Talk sweetly.
Look, talk.
This is thread tape. Say thread tape.
I don't want to say thread tape.
Alright, give me the pipe dope. Thank you. This is the yellow kind. I don't really like this kind as much, but
Grandpa Sam gave it to you. What kind? I like yellow. I like yellow pipe dope.
what are you complaining about? Look, we're gonna spin this in. Isn't that exciting? Ready? Here it goes. I got that secured with a couple of screws. Do you guys double wrench drop your L's?
No.
I feel like you don't have to if they're secured really well with like a couple of Torx screws, but I'm sure there's a large percentage of people that say that you always have to double wrench everything, but I think it's fine. I think she wants me to hold her. She got her way. So instead of holding the camera, I'm gonna have to hold the baby. I wouldn't be able to double wrench it if I wanted to right now. And about there. So there it is, threaded in. Make sure it's closed. It is. Now we can turn the water back on. Let's see if we got any leaks. I think we're good. But we'll keep an eye on it for a few minutes here and make sure. So, it's the next day. We did not have the right adapter. What we needed was this 3/8 to 1/2 inch adapter, so I had to just pause on the project. The pipe dope is really cold. It's like -10 right now outside. Probably should be using like a crescent wrench for this, but I'm actually not that bothered if there's a couple marks on this particular fitting. This could be chrome. I mean, this piece is chrome plated brass, but it would not have to be. It could have been.
But I helped Ada eat hers.
Oh, nice.
Can I have some?
Yep, I'll get you guys a few more Cheerios. So we want to wrap it this direction.
I ate more. Have more of it?
You guys ate all of them?
Yeah.
No more.
We ate them like slow.
No, you ate them really fast. Because look, they're gone already.
I ate really slow.
Did you get all of them for sure?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll give you some more in a few minutes. But just play for a little while, okay?
One bring me round the road. Full of roses.
Hi there, are you helping me? So then you can see as this spins on, it's going to be dragging that Teflon tape behind it. And you can see this is just garden hose, and it's threaded on the outside and on the inside. So this fitting could either spin into something, spin into a 3/4 inch female fitting, or you can spin a male 1/2 inch fitting in. Now we'll hook the garden hose fitting to it. We're really close. We're about to turn it on. Sorry, my thumb has a nasty scrape on it.
Oh my.
And this fitting, or this hose that I'm using on here, Everly, put your hand right here and push on it while I tighten this. Push on that pipe, there you go. Push a little harder, push a little harder, push really hard. See, I want you to hold it right here. Can you hold it really tight there? Okay, that's good enough. It's probably tight enough. But this hose is a 6-foot appliance connector hose, so you can connect like dishwashers or other appliances using that. I hear some hissing noise. Oh no, wait. Oh wow. Did it work?
Yeah.
Try it again. Oh. Do it again. Okay, so we gotta turn down the flow. Oh, and we gotta get, wait, don't press it anymore. We gotta, we have to get a drain hose or bucket underneath there or something, and then we'll actually adjust the flow down a little bit because that's too much flow. So I could use a trap on here, but I actually don't need to. The purpose of a trap, of course, as you know, is to just separate the like nasty gases from the home air, and we're not really going to need to do that because it's just going to drain to a floor drain. Oh, Ada. So this is definitely not how probably most setups would end up putting this, but I just attached this hose directly to the bottom of this, so no P-trap, but again, not necessary. And then got it so it stays centered on the post there, and I got it strapped right here so it can't kick out. And it just comes around and drains right into the floor drain. So when we're running some water here, so if you look at the side of this thing, there's a little adjustment here. We can turn it either direction. I'm not sure what's up with this like secondary collar, but okay, so that obviously way too weak. So let's go this way. Yeah, go ahead and press it for me. Press it all the way down. Good. Yep, press it down. Hold it down. There we go. I think right about there. Press it down. Press it down all the way. Can you do it? I think right about there seems about right. Not sure why it's leaking out right here. If this collar part needs to be tightened, maybe. It seems like it did tighten, so. Okay, go ahead and try it out. For the first try, actually I already drank out of it some. Does it work?
Yeah.
Oh.
Try it again.
It squirts the right amount now, huh? So since we do have our own well pump, depending on the pressure of the tank, this is gonna like shoot almost out or like be really low pressure. So like earlier at the beginning of the pressure cycle, it's like way out here, but right now you can see it's a lot shorter. That's just something, unfortunately, you have to live with. But the nice thing is it's a nice, clean well water without any fluoride in it, so that's good. Could maybe open it up a little bit more. How's that water taste? Is it pretty good?
Yeah.
Looks like you were outside in the cold. Did you go outside today?
Yeah.
Fun. And yeah, I think that's not going to be too much in the way. And it'll just dump in the floor drain along with the furnace condensate. And that should work good. So this is the water fountain I grew up using. And you can see it's been used so much that the button has like gotten completely worn through to the brass. It was chrome originally. But do you drink out of the water fountain, Wesley?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was noticing it's a little sticky. But yeah, just kind of simply set up as well. I feel like this style is not as classy, it's more utilitarian. So anyway, I guess now I have a convenient water fountain in my basement that I can use whenever I'm down here editing video or watching kids. Right, Ada? So, hope that you guys enjoyed, and I'll talk to you guys later.